Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the channel. We are back again with part 2 of the reaction to Monster Hunter Rise Ecologies. And man, you guys came through with comments on the last video, so thank you so much for that. I love reading every single one of your comments, and I go through every single one with a fine-tooth comb. I may not be able to reply to every single one, but I do always acknowledge them. You'll notice a little heart on the comment. Means I've read it. Even if you haven't necessarily got a heart, I've still read it. It's just I might have not left it, but I've just had a quick look through. Ooh, didn't heart that one. There were three apparently in the. There were 3 monsters in the video that weren't actually in the video. If that makes sense. So apparently there's 3 that were missing, and this was Keizu, Lagombi, and Pukei-Pukei. So Pukei-Pukei we're kind of aware of, but it would be cool to see him in Rise. Keizu is obviously the one we are all here to see, right? That's what we're all here to see. But we've also got Lagombi. So I am just going to see if that is available. Lagombi. Okay, right. So this is, I think this is the one. I believe. This video is a friend request.
Those who go alone will meet an icy.
Okay, yeah, here we go. Lagombi. Perfect. Alright. So let's get straight into this one. This is Monster Hunter Rise Lagombi intro. Obviously, we're just going to look at the intro and nothing else. Let's have a look.
Will meet an icy grave. Snow sold it burns. From here, no one returns. On a frosty mountain range, far from human haunts.
Slightly different. So.
An abominable beast does whatever it wants. Is it hare or is it bear? It is neither, so beware.
Oh wow.
It will drench the snow with blood and wreak nothing but despair.
Silver Slider Lagombi. That reminds me of what was it? It kind of reminds me of the. Where is it? Is it the bear? I can't remember what it's called. Is it the rogue? No, not the rogie. Arzuros, I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Arzuros. It reminds me of him a little bit. Just a little bit reminds me of him. Was it Arzuros? Let me just check on my last video. Hold on. Arzuros. Yes, exactly. Oh, it kind of reminds me of that. Don't think it's exactly the same. Very strange, regardless. Okay, this might be it. Oh no. That's Japanese. Hold on.
An evening.
Okay, this is it. I found it. I found a video which isn't the Japanese variant, which we might actually react to, the Japanese variants, if you want me to. Maybe afterwards we will. All of them. Up to you. Let me know. Okay. 720. Yeah, let's get into this. So this is Pukei-Pukei. We already know what Pukei-Pukei looks like in the other Monster Hunter games along with World. Pretty cool looking creature, kind of looks more chameleon than Chameleos, I would say. A little bit more. Or is Chameleos based off of Pukei-Pukei? I'm not sure. They do look very similar, but I don't believe Chameleos has the whole inflatable tail with the point. Maybe he does. Maybe he does, because I think you guys said that he's known as an Elder Dragon due to his poison. So, something to think about. I might be wrong. Let's get into this. Pukei-Pukei.
An evening stroll.
I love this guy. An evening stroll. It's as if he's
looking for a snack to swallow whole. Never mind the taste. Satiety is the goal. Not enough. The beast beast growls for more. Anything is game for a true omnivore.
See, I must obviously get poison off of the shrooms. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. And also, it makes sense why you guys feel omnivore or herbivore should not be the weakest of the categories that we do on our tier list. So I may need to rethink that one. You may need to rethink that one. Okay. Oh, shall we? I don't know. Maybe we're not going to go straight into Keizu. We're not going to go straight into Keizu because I know that's what you guys are waiting for. I know that's what you guys are waiting for. We're not going to go straight into it. Let's see if we can instead the Anjanath. Cool. Okay. One of the more scarier creatures in world. I think one of your first harder challenges, if I'm not mistaken. Let's get straight into this. This is going to be cool. Anjanath. It's nice to see how Rise are introing these older creatures, and they're doing a brilliant job of it. Really, really good. Painting them in this new artistic light is really, really cool. So yeah, let's get into it.
Tremors in the night. A feline runs in fright, hiding out of sight. But soon it is found, shivering in fear.
Oh no, he's not gonna get the cat, surely.
And when it looks around, its foe's already here. Run, young feline, run! You have to get away! For this beast is never done until it snags its prey.
Relentless ruffian, Anjanath. They are pretty scary. They look pretty scary. They look extremely hostile as well. I can just tell by the look of a monster if it's extremely hostile and extremely violent. Kind of comes off like that. Okay, so Nargacuga, I would pronounce this, but maybe the C is silent, so Nargacuga, or maybe a soft C, Nargacuga, or Narga. Maybe it's a silent R as well, so Nargacuga. Maybe, I don't know. Let's have a look.
Now here is a
Not one I've heard of.
With smugness and guts. Haughty and arrogant.
Ooh.
Look as it struts.
I recognize it.
Enter its turf. And suffer your fate. Watch as its eyes fill with rancor and hate. Don't try to run. It's already too late.
That kind of gives off like jaguar vibes, but a flying jaguar, almost like a bat jaguar. A flying jaguar it looks like almost, but this beak is very strange. It's all just very strange, isn't it? The monsters of Monster Hunter. Like there are some where the artistic style and everything is really, really cool, and there's some that, don't get me wrong, still very cool, but just very random. Like you can kind of tell what animals have been melded together, if that makes sense. But this is interesting. I like how it has sort of scales on the hand, or I think the kind of what you would expect on the feet of a bird. And then we got the feathers. Or the fur. Is it more feathers or fur? I'm really not sure. Okay. Right, let's get into... Oh God, Mitsu-sun? Someone's told me how to pronounce this and I can't remember it. It's... What is it? I don't know. Let's get straight into it though.
Light blue bubbles.
Oh, of course.
reflecting the
We know
moonlight.
this. This isn't aggressive, is it? Only the males are aggressive. Like it's breeding season, whilst they're like attempting to mate, right? They become very territorial, I think it is. That's what makes them aggressive. Otherwise, apparently they're just not. They're very passive. I believe you said. Someone said. You guys have said.
Fragile and ephemeral, like flowers blooming at night. Traces of a creature, graceful in its precision.
I think this one's beautiful.
Noble yet beguiling. An entrancing vision.
Look at that. Yes. Bewitching dancer. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yes. It has a feeling of like old school Japanese legend to it, you know. It has that feel, that sort of old school legendary dragon feel. I know it probably isn't, but it feels like that. It looks like that. It's got all the look that would make you think, wow, this is mythological, legendary. And it kind of, I don't know, some sort of tradition about it. I'm not sure what. Do you know what I mean, or am I just judging? That feels like that's all I do on these reactions. I apologise, but yeah, hopefully you know what I mean. Hopefully you do. Okay, Gos Harag. I haven't heard of this one at all.
Run, run. The beast is on its way.
Oh, it's a bit. Oh,
From the snowy depths. It comes to find its prey. With its killing breath, it forms a blade of ice. Then it goes out hunting for something to excise. One wrong step, and it's too late. The beast hears all, returns irate.
that's cool. That's very, very cool. There's some flaws, but it's cool. I was about to ask how. One, like, I understand that he obviously has a breath of ice. He's got a lot of fur. He's quite cold, but then this one limb is like molten. So is it like a damaged limb which has just held the heat the whole time, or I'm not sure. Also, doesn't make much sense that, I don't know, unless he can control the temperature of his hand, which maybe that makes sense. Maybe in that case, yes, it makes sense. If he can control the temperature of his hand and can just turn it off, then shaping the blade very much makes sense. I can kind of see what they're going for. Do you know, like how old school people like never gonna do that again. That was the worst thing I could have done. But do you know when traditionalists blow glass? You know how they have like the long pipe, and then I'm not gonna make any more. I'm gonna keep my hands out to the sides here. All right, they blow the glass like molten glass. That's kind of the feel I got off of it. But it's ice, and I don't think that's what necessarily happens with ice. So unless he can melt it into a blade shape and then turn it off in a way, so then it's just obviously very cold, so it just stays frozen on his hand. That makes sense. But I kind of feel like they're going with the glass blowing vibe, and it's like a glass blade. That's the feeling I get from it, but obviously it's ice, so there we are. By the way, can we just appreciate the walk? The walk like a proper hunter.
It forms a blade.
Don't get me wrong,
of
it's very
ice.
cool. I think he is turning off his hand. Do you see that? I think he is. He's like turning off the molten side of it. Look at this walk.
Then it goes out hunting for something to
It's weird seeing it on like its back legs, walking like a warrior. A big, fluffy Quite disgusting, warrior.
Size.
Jeez, okay, right. Rathalos. Didn't we already... Haven't we already done Rathalos? Did we not do Rathalos? What did we do? Rathian. Ah, we haven't done Rathalos. Okay.
A cave of crimson, flames billowing high. That is where he makes his nest. Best to not go nigh. Fire scorching the earth, rains down from the sky. When His Highness sets his eyes on you, it's time to say goodbye.
It's nice to see the Rathalos get the trailer it deserves, the intro it deserves, especially it being such a trademark of Monster Hunter. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. What's this? What is this? Wait, which one's this?
Laying in the dirt
Okay.
after a hard day's work. A grumpy old beast rises from the murk. Be gone. Be gone. A booming voice resounds. None shall ever enter this creature's old grounds.
Ooh. Ooh. That's gross. That's extremely disgusting. That is horrible. What is this? I'm kind of getting wise old man dragon from this, by the way. Very like old wise kind of feel to it, but clearly not. He had some speed on him.
Be gone. A booming voice resounds. None shall ever enter this creature's old grounds.
Oh. Oh. What is this? What is this? I'm getting like like the cracking of a prawn kind of feel, you know? Like, what is this? Gives me like shellfish vibes, but obviously it isn't. I have no idea what that would be used for. What is that? Okay.
Look upon its prowess, its movement full of spark. Its claws cut through.
Is this who I think it is? It is. It's a Zinogre. Okay. Alright. We're on the big things, guys. We're on the big things. Ooh. Let's go.
Look upon its prowess, its movement full of spark.
The little flies.
Its claws cut through the silence, its fangs bite through the dark. Gaze upon perfection, thunder given form. Either knock its lights out, or die fighting the storm.
That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Everything I wanted and more. Oh, let's do it one more time.
Cut through the silence, its fangs bite through the dark.
Look at all the bugs.
Gaze upon
The electrified
perfection,
bugs.
thunder given form. Either knock its lights
Yes.
out, or die.
Look at the
fighting
face.
storm.
Look at the. Lord of Lightning. Zinogre. Oh, wow. Oh. I will fight you one day. One day. I'm not sure when. But one day. We will meet in the field of battle. And it'll be glorious. and bittersweet at the same time, I imagine. Okay. Tigrex a little bit boring. I'm obviously going to react to it, but I don't know. I just find the Tigrex a bit of a lazy concept for a monster. Maybe controversial.
Rolling over hill and dale. The weak flee in fear, but the strong prevail. On the snowy mountainside, white is drenched with red. When the ancient tyrant hunts, all are filled with dread.
Beautiful colouring on it. Absolute power. And I think that is what it's meant to be, right? Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. It's meant to be obviously like an apex predator. A tiger and a T-Rex. Tigrex? 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 No, Tigrex. That's what it's meant to be. Kind of an obvious combination of creatures, and I'm not sure where on earth it got the wings from. I have no idea what the wings are from, if anything. But I don't know. It'd be interesting to see if Tigrex is any one of your favourites. It doesn't. Although I guess it's meant to be. It just feels too simple of a creation and combination for a monster idea. Is that controversial to say? Probably. Like, it's the most obvious thing to go for in my mind, but it's don't get me wrong, it's very cool. I mean, you know, fear it. Obviously. If this comes at you in the night, you run, but it's a good combination. It is a combination that works. It's a combination that works. It's just, I don't know. Out of everything on this list so far, I would say it's the laziest, and that's going to be a bit maybe is it the laziest? Possibly. What I do find is that a lot of the monsters have wings added to them. Now, I assume these things can't necessarily fly, but they can obviously glide using these wings, or maybe able to do some crazy maneuvers with them. But why? Is there a reason why a lot of the monsters have wings? Is there a reason to that? I mean, what? The great Izuchi didn't have wings. So the Baji didn't have wings? Wait, did the Baji have wings? Did Baji have wings?
Again.
No, the Baji didn't have wings. Kulu Yaku didn't. Rogi kind of, right?
Brings a swift death.
Right? Right? Kind of? No? Okay, maybe not. Hold on. My entire point is not being made here. In fact, none of these have. Where are the wings? Where are the wings? Okay. Alright. Fine. I was wrong. Okay. I'm sorry. I apologize. Let's move on. Let's forget about it. Diablos now. And this is the Triceratops? Yeah, Triceratops looking creature, right? Kind of? Lots of stone, I think.
The wide plains of the desert, a heated battleground. Suddenly a rumbling, a world-shattering sound. Twin horns split the sand below.
Oh, it's big.
No longer earthbound.
Wings, see?
For this is the true ruler of this dry dystopia. Trespassers shall be punished. Protect thy cornucopia.
Oh, it is big. Tyrant of the desert, Diablos. That looks mean.
Crawling with a mincing gait. dressed in a white gown. Aimlessly she roams, queen without a crown. Her beloved children always by her side, share their mother's temper and her fiery pride.
Oh, that is crazy. That is nightmare fuel, but that is awesome. That is a crazy look for a spider. And the fact it looks so much bigger just given the webbing. The webbing makes it look bigger. I imagine it's very, very skinny and very fragile in a way. So I assume you just need to get past all this webbing. But wow. I like that one. Look at that. Woo. I wonder if it uses its... Rather than having smaller mobs around it, I wonder if it actually uses those to its advantage in battle. Because you don't see that often. You don't see the monsters actually use their mobs, shall we say. The lesser animals to their advantage. So maybe it's an actual battle mechanic. I really don't know. Okay, so this is now Rajang. And we're starting off with a flying creature. So this may well be a very badass entrance.
In flight lies an island of fire. There walks a dark beast, a great ball of iron. Wielders of flame who dare to engage.
Oh, look at the speed!
Will only succeed at igniting its rage. For it's the top player, and the world is its stage.
That is something else. Destruction incarnate. Weren't you guys telling me that like the Furious Rajang as well, or the Furious Rajang, or Rajang, I think it's called Rajang. So it's almost as if it's R-A-G-E-ang, I believe. At least that's what one of you told me. So I'm going off of that. The Furious Rajang is capable of taking out Elder Dragons, if I'm not mistaken. So is Rajang seen? No, that's a silly thing. No, we're not even going to say it. Don't worry. Don't worry. Wow, it knew as well. It knew exactly what it was doing. It had the speed on its side. It knew to flip around. Let's watch it one more time.
There walks a dark beast, a great ball of iron. Wielders of flame who dare to engage.
Look at the speed. Boom. Flick to the left. Oh. No, so just...
Oh. Will only succeed at igniting its rage. For it's the top player, and the world is its stage.
Oh, look at the hands. The fiery hands. Is that dragon element? Is that what that's meant to be? That's old Rajang been killing dragons? Is that what I'm meant to take from that? Alright, I'll tell you what, we'll watch Wind Serpent Ibushi and Narwa, and then we'll get on to Keizu, okay? Because apparently that's, I assume it's going to be bloody disgusting, as it was in the old school Monster Hunter Ecologies. But let's have a look at Ibushi. I have a feeling we may have seen Ibushi in... Is it Ibushi? Hold on. It's probably a silent B, so probably Ushi. Ushi? Ushi sounds better, right? Wind Serpent Ushi? Yeah. I feel like we might have seen this in the old school Ecologies. Again, I feel like we would have. But let's look, let's see.
Where is
Oh.
Where is my queen? I am storm incarnate. I shall wipe the land clean. So we may meet at last in paradise unseen.
Oh. Oh. That was kind of beautiful. I mean, disgusting as well. The way it had like the multiple rows of teeth and jaws, but the way it sort of just floated, kind of, yeah, you know, just very sort of very streamlined, very serpentish, but obviously floating. I believe this is similar to the one that we talked about in the old school Ecologies, 100%, and it kind of flies or glides. No, I would say it flies off of the electrical charge and the atmosphere around the storm, right? I can't remember the exact scientific word for it, but you know what I mean. It's kind of using the charges of the lightning or the electrical something or other. Atoms? No, not atoms. No, I don't know what it's called. To kind of, yeah. Yeah. Alright. I could go back and look at the comments. I'm not going to, because it'd just take too long. And there's a lot of comments, so I wouldn't be able to find it. But let's finish off with Thunder Serpent Narwa. That's a joke, because we got Keizu. But this is already looking pretty deadly. Oh, the colours of rage.
King, oh my king, come forth now with haste.
Oh.
With my wicked lightning, let us lay this land to waste. Tear apart the skies, rend the clouds asunder. Pave the road to paradise with hurricane and thunder.
Holy shit. Okay. Lady of Lightning. So what? They're both girls? They're both meant to be queens? I don't really understand, because the beginning of this is Oh My King, and the previous one, the Ibushi, is Oh My Queen. Yet I get the impression neither of them are king. And I don't know what this is meant to be. If I had to guess, it looks like a large pair of... I mean, that seems very crude to have in a Monster Hunter game in this exact position on this body. I mean, I don't know what exactly you're expecting me to think this is, other than what I think this is. So obviously, we saw the intro in the old school Ecologies, and it was pretty disgusting, and it was pretty R-rated, to be honest. It was horrible. It sort of came down from the cave and ate a the Monster Hunter's variant of a deer, I think, and it was just very gross, very in detail, very disgusting. Clearly a classic, which is why they brought it back, and it obviously derives its own memes and its own community, you know, love for it. Because you guys seem to love Keizu, which is fair enough. Or Keshu, maybe. God no, I probably butcher these names, guys. I apologize, but hey, it is what it is. Okay, let's finish off with Keizu. Let's get straight into it. I'm expecting good things. I really, really am.
Nocturnal creatures coming out to feast. Find themselves becoming prey to this long-necked beast. Down the hatch they go, definitely deceased. Craven miscreant, show your mug if you dare. But when it turns to face you, you'd rather be elsewhere. Its perturbing expression, a sight too much to bear.
Oh, interesting to see it outside of its cave, though. Although the background kind of gives me... Maybe this is just outside of a cave, I'm not sure. Ah, it's disgusting, isn't it? It is gross. It is really, really gross. Do you think it's really... It gives off the vibe that they would be quite slimy. And it's an interesting look. I mean, you know, they were obviously going for a very particular shape and size for this creature. They, you know, hit all the boxes on the head, really. Oh, God. Why is it always so violent with this thing? The sounds as well, the gulping sounds, is it needed?
Themselves becoming prey to this long-necked beast.
Oh.
Down the hatch they go. Definitely.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. This has obviously been a good reaction video. A good reaction video. Obviously part 2 of this little series on Monster Hunter Rise intros. Let me know if there are any others. I'm sure we'll probably see some more as new monsters and new updates come out. Maybe. I don't think the variants get intros, if I'm not mistaken, but let me know in the comments if there are any and if I have missed any. I tried to include Keizu, Lambogi or Lambogi, and what was the last one? Pukei-Pukei. So obviously we included those from the comments on the last video. Let me know if there are any others to react to. I'm not sure if Crimson Glow Valstrax got one, did he? Oh no, we already reacted to it, I think. But it wasn't really an intro, per se. It was more just an update video. So maybe that exists, who knows. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Obviously appreciate every single one of you. I'm still working on the tier list and the idea for some future Monster Hunter videos, which I'm sure you're going to appreciate. We've obviously still got stories to react to. And yeah, please leave a comment. I love reading all your comments. I love reading all the hype, the lore, the love for the franchise, and even the love for the channel. So honestly, really do appreciate every single one of you. I will see you very, very soon. Take care. This has been awesome. I mean, if I had to say my favourite right now out of all of those, oof, probably still the Somnacanth. Somnacanth? I feel. Somnacanth? Yeah. The Somnacanth and maybe Rakna-Kadaki. Kadaki. I think so. And maybe probably Rajang as well, to be honest. As cool as Ibushi and Narwa were, they just weren't as impressive to me as the others. I mean, Rajang's always going to be... Rajang is always going to be impressive. Rakna-Kadaki, super impressive. The first arachnid I've seen in a Monster Hunter video. Apparently the older games did have a lot of them though. And yeah, the rest were pretty cool, but I have to say, I still think within this entire video, the Somnacanth takes it for me. It does, it really, really does. I really like that creature. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you in the next video. Can't wait to see you in the comments, and I will, yeah, obviously see you soon. Take care, stay safe, and bye-bye.